Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. They got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The Lance going to throw. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they went to the challenge.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, great.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. The Lance now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Ready, break. Flag two.
Now a play fake. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing now is Lance. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by J.M. Brown. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going right back to Fant. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Trey Lance leading his offense out for this next drive. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Let's go now.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the front.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Lockett. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
There you go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Drake Jackson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So first and 10 now from the 30. Walker now on first and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Being chased out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Lance now on first down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On play action, Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lance looking to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Lance. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Now Lance. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Slot man moves right. They'll run with Mitchell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. To throw, it's Lance. And that's complete to McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Desperation time here. Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Alert! Unlock live!
Running right, here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
This is taken at the 15. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victories.